plain white t-shirt is the ultimate fashion piece due to its versatility, and there's a huge difference between a good one and a bad one. Last summer I bought a ton of white t-shirts to try and find the best one, and while I did find some that I liked, since then my collection has gotten way better. So today I want to share with you what I consider to be the best plain white t-shirts you can buy at the moment. Keeping in mind that I like my t-shirts to be quite close fitting. And don't worry, there's going to be something for every budget in this video, so stay tuned. For reference, I'm 5'10", around £140, and I'll leave links to all the t-shirts I'm wearing down in the description box below. Alright, let's start off with the cheapest and work our way up. I will say, even though I recommend all the t-shirts in today's video, they do get noticeably nicer when you pay more, up to a certain point. There's definitely diminishing returns past a particular price, and there's one specific t-shirt right in the middle that is unbelievable value. I'll let you know when we get to it. But let's start off with the first t-shirt today, and it is the least costly by far. The Fruit of the Loom Super Premium, which comes in at £11 for a 3-pack, and I got a size small. I believe it's called Super Premium because this is their version of a heavyweight t-shirt, coming in at 190 GSM. And although that's not really heavyweight by today's standards, it's thick enough to not be see-through, which is a huge tip. It's not particularly premium feeling though. It's 100% cotton, but it's got quite a rough and stiff feel to it. The collar's quite thin and the stitching isn't the best, but you don't expect it to be at this price point. It has a good regular fit, the sleeves hug the arms nicely, and you'll see this is the only t-shirt in today's video that I did a DIY crop job on. And that's the beauty of these Fruit of the Loom t-shirts. They're workhorses. You can do whatever you want to them and wear them anytime. You're never going to be worried about staining or damaging them because they are so cheap to replace. A good solid everyday t-shirt for a bargain. Okay, next is a huge step up in every way. This is the Uniqlo U crew neck t-shirt, which comes in at £14.90, about $20. This isn't their polyester blend oversized airism t-shirt. This is 100% cotton and classic fitting. And although it's from their U range, I believe it's become part of their permanent collection. Noticeable features about this one are: 1, it's pretty heavyweight. They don't specify on their website, but it's surely heavier than the Fruit of the Loom tee. 2, and most noticeably, it's got a very sturdy collar. It's a binded collar, so it's really thick and wide, and they say it's been inspired by vintage military designs. Gives it a great look and really makes it stand out in this more affordable price range. I'm wearing an extra small because I find that a lot of Uniqlo's tops fit oversized on me. The extra small size gave me that fitted look without being too tight. This tee does suffer from being a bit rough feeling and stiff though, similar to that Fruit of the Loom tee. So if that bothers you, then this next t-shirt is definitely for you. Next up is another t-shirt from Uniqlo, and arguably their most popular. This is their 100% Supima cotton t-shirt. What's special about Supima is that the fibers are longer, which translates to a softer cotton. And that is absolutely true. The difference between the Supima cotton and the other Uniqlo U cotton t-shirt is night and day. This feels extremely soft and smooth, and is probably one of the most comfortable t-shirts in today's video. Supima cotton is also exclusively grown in the USA, so you're getting a premium product from a known source. I'm wearing it in size extra small and it fits lovely, snug around the chest and arms without being too tight. The only downside is probably the collar, which is a little on the thin side. If they mixed the collar of the Uniqlo U tee with the Supima cotton of this, it would be the ultimate t-shirt. But overall, even though I think they've recently raised the price on this, it's still great value. Alright, next up, we're at almost the same price point, but we're getting into really specific fits now. This is the Abercrombie shrunken tee. I've got it in the ringer style, but they do it in plain white as well. In terms of overall fit, this is probably one of my favourite t-shirts at the moment. It's called shrunken because everything is a little bit more fitted and shorter than a regular t-shirt. My issue with most t-shirts is that they're always too long. But the length on this is perfection, hitting right around the belt line, which means I don't need to tuck it in to get those nice looking proportions. The sleeves are also a little shorter and the chest a little tighter, so it's a slimmer fit which I really like, but not too slim like a muscle fit t-shirt for example. Abercrombie always have sales on as well, so you can often get this for a cheaper price. Probably worth picking up a few if you like this style. Now talking about specialist t-shirts, this next one is probably the most unique in today's video. The Raka Finn Icon tee. It's made by my good friend Jordan O'Brien, who has his own channel, so do go check him out. He's an absolute vintage clothing nerd, just like me. And he has expertly crafted this icon tee to replicate the t-shirts from the 40s, 50s and 60s. The type you always see on James Dean and Marlon Brando and think to yourself, I wish I could look like that. Well, now you can. This is very much made like an undershirt, which is how it would have been used back in the day. It's got a tight-fitting collar, form-fitting chest, capped sleeves, and even a vintage single-stitch construction. All made of 100% organic cotton, which is really smooth and soft. I have it in a size small. It's $32 for one or $55 for a 2-pack, which is really good value. Even though it's technically an undershirt, I wear it on its own all the time and it looks great. Okay, next up, what do you think when you see this image? No, it's not what you think. Kami famously wore a Merz Schwanen t-shirt in the Bear, but a lot of people don't know that he also mixed it up with a different white t-shirt, and it's this one from Whitesville. Now there's a lot to love about this t-shirt, so much so that it almost blows every other t-shirt in this video out of the water. And this is the t-shirt I was talking about that is unbelievable value. So firstly, the price. I paid $85 including shipping, and these come in packs of 2, so that's $42.50 per shirt, or about £32, which is insane value when you start to get into the details. This is a 100% cotton t-shirt made in Japan using a tubular knit, which isn't exactly the same as loopwheel, but it does get you that same seamless construction, which is super comfortable and just looks better. It's ultra soft and it has a really substantial sturdy collar due to the extra layer of cotton to reinforce it. This makes it durable and I actually love the look of it. It's a mid-weight, all the stitching is flawless, and overall it just feels like a really premium product. I have it in a size small and I love the fitted look. Now because it comes in packs of 2, I'm able to show you what it looks like before a wash and after a wash. And it does shrink after being washed, so keep that in mind. You could honestly stop here in today's video. I'd happily send you away with the recommendation to pick up just this t-shirt. However, there's more and potentially nicer t-shirts coming up next. I've mentioned heavyweight t-shirts a few times in today's video, but this next one is the only one that really lives up to the name. It's the Allevol heavy duty t-shirt, which comes in at £60 or around $80. I don't really know much about Allevol, but they make some incredible looking stuff, and this t-shirt is right up there. Like I said, properly thick and heavyweight feel to this one. They don't say what the GSM is, but it's a 14 count yarn that is spun in Japan. A lot of the time, heavyweight t-shirts can feel a bit cumbersome and stiff due to all that material, but this one is soft and cozy. And it's all constructed in Japan as well, using Taimaru knitting machines, which are essentially tubular knit, so no side seams. It has that bound collar which looks great and is also triple stitched for durability. Colour is a sort of off-white, which is probably due to the raw cotton that has been used for this t-shirt. I have it in a size small and it fits really well. I love to layer up with this one in fall and winter because that thickness really makes a difference in warmth, but it looks equally good on its own in spring or summer. Okay, next is the one you knew was coming, the Merz Schwanen 215. There's not much to say about this that hasn't already been said. I've done a whole dedicated video on it if you'd like to learn more, but this was of course made famous by Jeremy Allen White wearing it in the Bear, and indeed that's how I found out about it. And the reason everyone was so obsessed over it was because of the fit and details. I have it in a size small, and just like the Whitesville t-shirt, it does shrink in the wash a bit, so keep that in mind. I'm nowhere near as muscly as Jeremy Allen White, but it still gives me that form-fitting look, hugging the arms and chest, which does make you feel confident. It's made in Germany on vintage loopwheel machines, which gives it a super unique look and feel. I love the small features like the gussets under the arms to enhance your movement. And it has a perfect mid-weight and thickness to it, which makes it a great piece to wear in spring or summer. My only small gripe is the collar. Although it's sturdy and well made, it's a little bit on the skinny and wide side for my liking. It looks fine on Jeremy Allen White because he has a thicker neck, but my skinny neck can look a little bit lost in it sometimes. Despite that, the quality is so good that I can't help but love this t-shirt. It comes in at £85 in the UK or around $100 in the US, but I do think it's well worth it if you want something premium. Alright, last up is one of my favourite t-shirts to date, the athletic loopwheel t-shirt from the real McCoys. The real McCoys are of course most well known for their true reproductions of vintage Americana, and that's why this t-shirt is such a stunner. It has that vintage fit with the shorter body length and form-fitting chest and arms. I have it in a size small by the way, but they've sprinkled in some Japanese mastery to take it to the next level. So as the name suggests, it's a loopwheel fabric just like the Merz t-shirt, which is painstakingly slow to produce, but makes a real difference, giving that seamless construction with a very unique texture. It almost feels hand knitted. The fabric will also stretch to fit the wearer, but retract back to its original sizing after washing. It's really durable and really rare as well. The collar is also very unique with its wide rib design. I often get people asking me about this t-shirt because there's nothing else like it on the market. It does come in at a whopping £95 or around $125. What I will say is that this t-shirt is about the most I would pay for a t-shirt. In fact, maybe a little less. I was lucky to get mine on sale for £55. But beyond this, there's not really any features, materials or construction methods that warrant paying any more, in my opinion. So those are the best t-shirts you can buy at the moment, in my eyes. Honestly, even the cheaper ones are going to be a great purchase if you're just looking for an everyday t-shirt. Or if you're looking for something a little bit more niche that's going to last you a long time, then you can't go wrong with the pricier ones on this list either. Do let me know if you own any of these, or are you thinking of picking any up? Or are there any other t-shirts that you would recommend? Let us know down in the comments. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Ta-ra.